What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 best new guns of 2019. And this list is actually going to be a little bit different than my previous list. I actually have one for 2018 and 2017 and 2016 if you want to check those out. Normally we go through SHOT Show and I get all the guns I want to get for that year, and then I make a list talking about the specs and features and things like that. But this time I actually went out and got that list myself, bought those guns, and then brought all of that footage and experience to you. And some of those guns didn't work out, so they had to be exchanged for other ones as well. So this is a little bit more definitive list of the best new guns of 2019, at least according to me. Now, before we get into the list, I want to mention my patron supporters. Thank you guys very much. Without you, this channel would not exist. YouTube has basically demonetized all of my content and most other gun channels on YouTube as well. Patron is a big help buying all of the guns and ammunition that you see on these lists. So thank you guys very much for that. And because of that, we do a monthly giveaway. This month's giveaway is going to be for a pair of knives. One of them is a K-bar, and the other one is going to be an Ontario Rad 3. All you got to do to be in the giveaway is just be a patron supporter. I also want to mention ammo.com. They are a longtime supporter of the channel also, along with you patrons. And because of that, we leave a link in the description below. You can click the link and get $20 off any order of $200 or more. Now finally to number 5, the FN 509 Midsize. Now I think this is probably the best all-around pistol out of the box on the market today. Polymer framed, and it carries 15 rounds of 9mm. Very similar to all the other do-it-all pistols on the market today, like the M&P, the PPQ, the VP9, but mainly the Glock 19, which is still considered the gold standard of 9mm do-it-all pistols. Same size and weight. There's a 4-inch barrel, 26 ounces in overall weight, and it's very reliable and very accurate. But where it differs from something like a Glock 19 is in the accessories that comes with the gun. So unlike a Glock, the FN will be ready for you, every part needed right out of the box. So the sights are going to come with 3-dot night sights right out of the box. The trigger is going to be excellent right out of the box. The grip texture is going to be top notch right out of the box. If you look at the grip of the pistol, it's got 3 different types of checkering, more or less aggressive depending on where you need it. It was a very thought out pistol all around. The trigger guard doesn't need to be undercut. Front and rear slide serrations, every little thing that you see that Glock accessory companies make money on today all come right out of the box for only $500 on the FN 509. Weight, reliability, accuracy, durability, and then add to that it comes from one of the most proven firearm manufacturers on the planet, known worldwide for making military firearms. The FN 509 is a really hard gun to beat. Now at number 4, I've got my controversial choice, and that is going to be the Remington V3 Tac 13. Now, it was going to be the Kel-Tec KS7 originally, which I was super excited about when I saw it at SHOT Show. However, Kel-Tec is famous for innovation and it has really good ideas, however, it executes them poorly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Did I do that?
No, I did it.
What had happened?
Appears we have a feeding issue of some kind. Some kind of disaster apparently in there. The Remington, on the other hand, which is also a company known for similar things, actually worked out really well. The V3 Tac 13 has a 13-inch barrel. It's chambered in 12 gauge, but it doesn't have a stock, so instead of a shotgun, it's actually a firearm. It has a bird's head grip, which makes it very comfortable in comparison to a pistol grip to actually fire. The change of angle makes it a lot easier on your wrist. And unlike the pump action versions of these firearms, like the Tac 14 from Remington and the Shockwave from Mossberg, which is actually the gun that made this genre of firearms famous, the V3 is semi-automatic. It uses the Versamax system from the original Versamax, or V3, which is a piston-driven system which actually bleeds off gas to lower the recoil and increases the reliability a little bit. Now, I was concerned about this because Remington makes a lot of claims and a lot of their firearms simply do not work the way way they're advertised. However, this one I already have around 200 shells through, and it is very reliable so far. Reliability, check. Low recoil, check. It also has a 5-round magazine tube full of 12 gauge and makes you feel like Mad Max on the range, but to me it actually could be a very reasonable firearm for self-defense. Now, it wouldn't be the perfect choice in my opinion, but if you came out of your bedroom door while somebody was stealing your TV with this, they wouldn't be very happy. Number 3, the Glock 43X. In my opinion, the best new carry gun to come out on the market for 2019. Now, it was a close call between this and the Mossberg MC1, which is going to be an honorable mention, but I went with the Glock because the track record of reliability and durability that Glock striker-fired polymer frame pistols have had over the years, and it has a couple extra features on top of the very popular Glock 43 that make it, in my opinion, probably one of the best carry guns on the market today, not just that came out in 2019. It has 10 rounds of 9mm, similar to the 365 from SIG. However, it is a single stack, not a double stack. Basically, it is a Glock 43 with a longer, slightly wider grip. And I really like that because a lot of the detriments for me personally with the 43 is that it had too small of a grip. It still is 19 ounces with an empty mag, making it very lightweight. It still has that 3.4-inch barrel, making it very easy to conceal. However, now it has several extra rounds and it has a larger grip, making it easier to draw and shoot reliably. And that's really important to me. I actually have some issues sometimes drawing a small gun under stress, and if you can't get the gun out, it doesn't matter what it says on the side of the gun, it doesn't matter how reliable it is, it doesn't matter if it's chambered in 460 Roland or whatever it is. If it's still in the holster, it's useless. So that slightly larger grip enables me to draw the gun more consistently than something like a Glock 43 or even a 365. So to me, it is an excellent upgrade. And for around $400, it's hard to go wrong. At number 2, we're going to be talking about the CZ-P10F. Man, what an awesome pistol. I love this gun, and it was very close to taking the top spot. As a matter of fact, the CZ-P10C actually took the top spot in one of these videos on a previous year. The P10F is actually a full-size gun. You know, CZ-P10C is CZ-P10 compact, CZ-P10F is CZ-P10 full size. It has a 4.5-inch barrel, so a slightly longer barrel and slide, and it also has a longer grip. The capacity on this gun is 19 plus 1. Very, very impressive in my opinion. It is a polymer frame striker-fired pistol, just like your standard Glock 17. It has 3-dot sights, and it comes with a very exceptional trigger and a cold hammer forged barrel, so right out of the box, it is extremely accurate. And the weight is only 28.2 ounces, making it very lightweight also. So for a very lightweight, fairly concealable package, you get a 19 plus 1 capacity that is very reliable, accurate, very easy to shoot because it has a low bore axis, and you can get all that for only around $500 MSRP. I've seen these going for as low as $450. So for $450, it's really hard not to go with a P10F, especially over something like your standard Glock 17, considering the upgrades CZ has put into these pistols. Now we'll get into some honorable mentions real quick before we hit our number 1. The first honorable mention I want to talk about is going to be the Mossberg MC1. I love the pistol. It's the first pistol Mossberg's come out with in over 100 years. It is a polymer frame striker-fired pistol, similar in size and weight to the 43, the M&P Shield, and the SIG P365. The next honorable mention I want to talk about is going to be the PTR 9KT. Now that is going to be an MP5 clone from PTR, and the reason why it makes the honorable mentions is because it, first off, it is a clone from maybe the coolest gun of all time. The MP5K might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite, submachine gun of all time. So a new, up-to-date clone of it is awesome. Now add to the fact the 9KT is only about $1,600, which is considerably cheaper than anything you'll get from H&K, let alone an H&K MP5K. It makes it affordable and available for most people. It also comes with some updated accessories like an M-LOK rail and a Picatinny rail on top to mount your favorite red dot. And finally, I want to mention a pair of 2011s. First off, the Terran Tactical 2011 from John Wick, the Combat Master. What an awesome looking pistol that is. Very high capacity 2011 pistol with an excellent 2-pound trigger and a very long sight radius. That doesn't make the list for the same reason that the Atlas Hyperion, the gun that I most likely will be getting for my dream gun this year, won't make the list. And both of these 2011 pistols are amazing. Probably the two best pistols on the market for iron sights that you will be able to buy. The only downside to each of these pistols is that they are $4,000 plus. So I am torn right now. I try to buy at least one dream gun a year, and I would like to save up for either a Terran Tactical or an Atlas Hyperion. So leave it in the comment section below which one you think I should save up for.
We shoot these 1/3 targets here. Magazine release isn't the best.
Now we'll get to number one, and I really don't think it could be anything else. I tried to put a couple of things in the top spot, but every time I thought about this compared to those guns, it really just outgunned it in accuracy, reliability, and especially cool factor. So for number one, it's going to be the PPQ Steel Frame Match. Now for those of you who watch my channel, you know that I'm a huge fan of the PPQ Match series. There's a lot of reasons for that. One, it's an awesome looking pistol that comes right from the factory with a super cool look to it and very cool slide cuts. Not to mention it has an amazing trigger and it is very accurate and very reliable. Well, the PPQ Steel Frame Match is all of those things except for it adds a steel lower. So basically the frame of your pistol is going to be steel as opposed to polymer. So what does that change? Well, first off, it changes the weight. It's going to be a lot heavier at 42 ounces, which in turn lowers the recoil impulse of the gun. So this striker fired 5-inch pistol has 15 round 9mm magazines. I think it comes with 2 or 3, I can't remember. I actually reviewed this gun a couple of months ago from a viewer who sent it in. I was shocked at how accurate and fast this gun actually was. I shot 1,000 rounds through it and it only had one malfunction, and you can attribute that kind of stuff to ammunition most of the time. So not only is it accurate and fast, but it's also very reliable and it's super cool looking. Really the only downside to this gun is that even though it has very low recoil, it is a little bit too heavy to carry in my opinion, although it's about the same size as your average 1911, so you could carry it if you wanted to. But the major downside of this is that it is around $1,500 for the base model and then upwards of $1,700 to $1,800 for the upgraded model, which does come with extended magazines and a magwell. So if it were me, I would go with the magwell version because my PPQ Match does have a magwell and I'm a big fan. Honestly, it is one of the better guns to come out, and unless my memory is failing me, it is one of the only steel framed competition oriented guns that has a striker fired trigger. So if you carry a striker fired gun like most people do, it will be very consistent and easy. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you don't agree with some of my choices, feel free to leave your top 5 in the comment section below. It would actually really help me out because there are so many guns that come out year after year that it's actually hard to keep track, and sometimes I miss some real gems. I know after this video I found out the NRA show released a Henry lever action that had a large loop and it was a 30-30 and it had a muzzle brake and all kinds of cool stuff, but I felt like it wasn't quite good enough to make this list. I did want to diversify this list a little bit with a couple of rifles, but I just didn't see any rifles I thought were cooler than all of the guns that I put on this list. But if you know any, please leave it in the comment section below. Please stop by your local homeless shelters and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.
Double taps real well.
That's good to know. Isn't that a rule of Zombieland?
What?
Always double tap?
It is, yeah. That's funny.